I didn't see a full game of any of tonight's lineup, but I did watch OKC and Memphis. I already knew Memphis was going to be out of there though. I watched a little bit of. Say it again. Yeah, I already figured that though. They was even with John Morant, I think it would have been a sweep. Mm. No, see, I don't know, bro. I think he a game changer for him. I just don't think he has a team to beat OKC. Like they just wasn't going to beat OKC. Like I think about when they was playing against the Warriors in that playoff in that play-in, and the Warriors was up 20, start coming back. John Morant led the charge. If it wasn't for John Morant getting injured during that time, I think they would have pulled that one out. But I just don't think they had a good enough team. Like anytime, like no offense to Scottie Pippen Jr., but anytime Scottie Pippen Jr. No, when anytime Scottie Pippen Jr. like you like a threat for that, it ain't good. Yeah, yeah, they had five. They had Edie fouled out. Um, Pippen fouled out. Jackson fouled out too. Yeah, five. Okay. No, he had. I think he did have five. Uh huh. You saying against OKC against the Warriors? Uh, it definitely would have. It definitely would have been interesting. I think. I think. Yeah, I do think the Warriors would have won some games though. I think it would have definitely been a 6 or 7 thing. Hold on, real. No, not a. I mean, the crazy thing about it was like here's how I say this is another reason why I say John Morant was a game changer for them. You think about it, that game when they was up like 26, the Memphis Grizzlies up 26. Once Ja went down, they started coming. That it was over. They lost that game when Ja went out. That's why I say he a game changer for that team. I just don't think it's a good. I just don't think it's a team that's going to win any playoff games. I think they what they are a eighth seed, eighth seed fighting for their life. Hold
So
on,
injuries piled up, and
yeah, go ahead. What you saying? Your phone was breaking up. Go ahead. No, for sure, for sure. But it's it's funny you say that because I think the same way. I think the same way about I think the same way about OKC and Cleveland. Like I think they're gonna go far in the playoffs, but I don't think past the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. I don't think they get there. I think they no. I don't think OKC gets to the. If
all right.
OKC
So
comes to the end, like 7 games, whoever they play.
yeah.
Hey, what?
Um. Golden State and no. Waiting the winner of Clippers and Nuggets, right?
OKC? Yeah, I believe so. Let me see.
They're gonna beat the Nuggets. According to you, they get the Nuggets. Then after that, they play, you know,
I think they're gonna listen. I think they get to the Lakers. I think they take the Lakers to 6. I think they go to 7. But my thing is, I think seeing, I think the veteranship, the leadership of LeBron James and Luka going to take over, and I think they'll be burnt out. I think OKC be burnt out by them.
uh,
I, listen, bro, listen.
yeah,
I think they got to ride Shea too much. Shea been leading the way the whole season. He gonna have to lead the whole
yeah.
in the playoffs. They gonna throw some big bodies on him. I think they gonna wear him down. I think by the time OKC get to that, they'll be worn down by them. They'll be worn down.
Uh,
I mean, tell
Listen,
me.
I'm
I'm
not gonna
feeling.
disagree.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna disagree only because I got the Lakers going to the finals since a long time ago. The games
Uh,
of
Warriors.
and we're gonna be okay in the Western Conference.
Warriors. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Hell, I mean, it's a good
That's a
headline. It's a really good headline. And you say the Lakers,
yeah.
that is definitely
That's
views.
views.
But I don't know, bro. I'm just not sold on Cleveland. I think Boston against Lakers is a headline, like a historic headline. But you know what, man?
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that
But,
matchup, man.
but yeah, I agree. I probably want to, now that you bring up like the headline part of it, I would probably want to
Yeah,
see
of
that. I would probably want to see that headline versus the Lakers and
course.
Celtics. I would want to see that headline. And to be fair, Cleveland not a bad team. The thing I like about Cleveland is they don't care who get the rewards. That's why they
Nah,
got a lot of guys on that team who can put the ball in the basket. Um,
it's not all Donovan.
huh?
It's not all Donovan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like OKC has that. Like OKC is all Shea. Like for the most part, you take Shea out of that line up. But the Cleveland, they got Strauss Jerome. I mean, they got defensive player of the year. They got, of course, Don Garland. Like, it's a good team. Like, Cleveland got a really good team, so they could come out of the East. They just got to, but they got to hold off. They got to hold off the Celtics. The Celtics shooting the hell out of that ball, and they got the six. They got at least 7 that can go, and all 7 shooting threes. And you know what's going on right now, but this live, right? Like, so on your phone, you can't put no tags. It's weird. Like, you're supposed to put tags on all the videos so people know where to go, but you can't put tags.
Oh,
Only weird. Like, this is my first time going live on my phone, and my first time really doing the two. Yeah, yeah. Oh, say that again. Your John breaking up.
it might be a little smoother.
Yo,
I mean, you might have more of a following here, but you could probably grow some on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I would have to go on your joint. We'll do that joint next time, bro. But go ahead. Yo, your phone break. Yeah, it's like you keep freezing. But say that again. Your joint was freezing. Yo, could you go to another room? Yeah, your joint keep cutting in and out.
No. This is good.
Let me see. Yeah, that's good money. You straight right there. Cause I'm
All
looking
right.
at it. It's like a
Yeah, I was
little thing.
saying.
Let me see. Yeah, that's good money. You straight right.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
all right. You
watching it? Oh, delayed.
huh?
Hey, I said you're watching it. Yeah, I was saying. What was I saying? I was saying. I'm mad Jimmy went down. If Jimmy didn't go down, the Rockets wouldn't have won game two. This should
Jimmy,
be an easy. This should be a 5 game series with Jimmy
you
Butler.
you want the Warriors to win it?
I don't have a dog in the fight, but if I had to put money on it, I'll say Warriors all day.
Yeah, I'm. Listen, bro. I love Houston. I want them to win, but my issue with Houston is there's just the inconsistency, right? Like the best player, Jalen Green. The first game he has 7. The next game he has 38. I didn't even look at the stats tonight. Let me see what he had tonight.
I'm not even sure what he had tonight. They lost.
I'm about to look it up right now.
I don't even think it was impactful because I don't remember.
Yeah, because nobody was talking about it. I caught the end of the game.
So you just don't like his inconsistency, basically.
Yeah, I don't like the inconsistency from Jalen Green. I think they're good. I think they're a good team. I got I got Houston getting past them. But the way it's looking, like Steph Curry looking like Steph Curry from 2015 though,
Listen,
2017.
and that was a big win they
That's
got tonight without Jimmy Butler. That was a
facts.
huge win
And,
without
and
him.
he had 38, he had 38 tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Steph was off. What Jalen Green gets? You see?
No, I'm looking it up right. I'm looking it up right now.
Whatever he got, it was. I'm positive it had to have been a quiet game. Let me see.
Yeah, because
'Cause,
that's Houston problem though. He like Jalen Green, their best player, and he's never consistent. Always going to give
mm,
you. He's always going to give you 7 one night, 38 the next.
nine
It's
nine
just
points.
how much?
9.
9 points. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Quiet.
Like he can't do that. What's Sangoon do?
Sangoon. 15. 15 and
Yeah,
11.
15 and 11. Yeah,
Yeah, Fred Van Fleet had high 17.
yeah. See, they so that's a bad game for them. That's a bad
Yeah.
game for them because they can't afford to do none of that stuff.
Now the inconsistency with Jalen Green. That's why I got the Warriors. The Rockets are still kind of green as a playoff team. You know, you got an experienced veteran team like the Warriors. There's no way you should pass them. Yeah, you're well coached and everything like that, but it's the playoffs now, man. I don't. Rockets. I've been. Oh, he's great.
Because he
He could have
he
stayed
did a
with the
great job
Celtics.
this year. Nobody expects the Rockets to be number 2.
Yeah, yeah. Great coach.
Nobody's for sure. Nobody expected him to be number 2. So that's a good job. I mean, the dude, man Thompson, he did good tonight. He did all right. I mean, all of them, but see, they can't go to this. Amanda Thompson had 11 points. Dylan Brooks had 13. I expect that out of Dylan Brooks, though.
Yeah.
I don't want Dylan Brooks doing anything outside of 13 and 15. Reason why I say that, because anytime Dylan Brooks do anything outside of that, he gonna be throwing a bunch of step backs and all this
Right.
silly shit.
That's not his
I don't
game. He's getting in his head.
Yeah. Because he a rhythm guy. Like he a guy who he got dribble, and then get a
Yeah.
shot off. No, play defense and catch and shoot.
Mhm.
Uh, Sangoon. I mean, he had 11 rebounds, but I think Jalen Green. I'm not Jalen Green. Draymond Green gonna get in his head. Draymond Green be getting Sangoon.
He's easy for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he can't score 15 points. They need him at 24. They need Sengun at 24. I mean his assist tonight was 4 assists. They need him more
Mhm.
active with the ball, like a baby Jokic or something. They need him
Yeah. So
working.
the inconsistency is not going to do it. It's not going to cut it.
No, not at all. And Fred, I mean, look, if I'm the Warriors, I want Fred Van Fleet leading them in scoring. Like
Yeah.
Fred, Fred was like 5'10", 5'11". He if for him to get 17, what he shot 14 shots. I want Fred. I want Fred to score 17 points. They did a good job on Jalen Green. Jalen, you got a guy who just scored 38 points, 38 points the game before. Now he's scoring 9.
What's his
That's
percentage?
a good defense right there, bro.
He's only
That's
took
good
11
defense for that
shots. 4 for 11. Damn.
shots. And that
Yeah.
and that's another thing. You shouldn't be shooting 11 shots.
He need
You
to
gotta
chuck it
keep
up.
shooting, Green.
He need to chuck it up.
You gotta
Speaking of getting in his head, Draymond got in his head at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw the end when they was getting into it.
your phone your phone bringer. Hey Bray, I need my charger. Yo
Yeah.
Bray, I need a charger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a charger. Phone charger. Yeah, I ain't want to jump. But but yeah, Drake. I mean, moving on to Steph Curry had 36 on 23 shots. That's not a bad night for him though. 12 for
All right.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a
What
bad
what is
night
what
for
does
him, bro.
threes look like? What does threes look like?
5 for 13. He gonna shoot it.
He
He
gonna
gonna shoot
shoot.
that shit. Yeah,
He's gonna
he
shoot.
gonna shoot it, but he carried the whole team though. Nobody else on the team had. Oh no, I'm tripping. I see Gary Payne. Gary Payne down here at 17.
He had a
But
good
if
game.
you the Rockets, right? If I'm the Rockets coach, these the guys I do want shooting, right? I want the was that Buddy Hill? I
Yeah.
want Buddy Hill with 17. I want Gary Payton with 16. I want those guys. I want Steph Curry to be around like 26 with 24 shooting 24 of them. That's what I
Mm.
want.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear that.
That's what that shit.
But they're not
Everybody
gonna
else.
they're not gonna get that. Warriors they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out. I just hope Jimmy could come back sooner rather than later. Let's end this soon, and then let's you know. I really rather see Warriors Lakers in the next round. I think that'll be a better matchup than Timberwolves Lakers personally.
My fault, bro. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
this girl right.
they're gonna go.
Warriors,
So
Lakers.
yeah, I'd rather see Warriors Lakers than Timberwolves Lakers. I'm hoping for that matchup. I think that'll be a good second round matchup.
Let me
Excuse
get
me.
this John right, y'all. My fault.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that went down. I'm trying to fix this shit up right. How you get this thing?
You charging?
No, I mean, I'm trying to charge the phone up, bro. And get some light in this joint. I'm trying to get. Hold up, bro. One second, bro. I'm trying to do something new right now. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Oh damn, man down.
All right, thank you. Jesus Christ. My bad, bro.
There you go,
I'm trying to get my charger on under it.
Keep it. Yeah,
Yeah, my charger. No, this shit is, bro.
I'm living on 25% right now, so I got a little bit.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm the vibe right now. Hey, I'm just. Well, my bad. All right, man. Let's get back to it.
So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
switching
bro. Go ahead.
switching gears real quick. I know you're a Philly fan, man. How you feeling about Philly right now, man?
The
What direction y'all
Sixers?
got it going? Yeah,
Are you talking about the Sixers?
yeah, you're a Sixer fan, right?
I mean, I'm a Sixers fan by default and shit, but I
Oh,
ain't
but
gonna lie. Listen. I'm not like you, bro. Like you rock with the Knicks when they losing. I don't rock with the
I'm
Sixers.
loyal, man. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the cause, man. They've been losing for
Listen,
20
I'm gonna
years. I've
tell
been
you
with them
where
for
my
20 years.
I'm gonna tell you where my loyalty died at for the Sixers, bro. When they
Where?
had Allen Iverson and they traded him. When they traded Allen Iverson the first time, and then look, they had a good GM in Pat Croce that year. They
Yeah.
got rid of Pat Croce. They got rid of Pat Croce. I wasn't rocking with that neither. So once I got into that, once I saw that, I was done with them. I
Yeah, your
was done with
loyalty
them. Then they
died
had
a very long time ago.
man, look, they they had me trusting the process with Embiid as.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid got drafted what 2014, didn't play till 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid Embiid haven't played. Embiid hasn't he played more. Well, he missed more games than he played, or almost comparable. You
Yeah,
think I'm about?
it's up there.
Then they traded Paul George. Also, Paul George, yeah, is a grudge. Christian, hell yeah. And they traded Paul George, and Paul George going to start a podcast. Hell no.
Podcast P.
I'm not rocking with the Sixers, bro. I'm from Philly. I love Philly. I go
Yeah.
to a Sixers game, but listen, they need to get some guys around Maxi. I'm not like you, New
It's
York fan. I don't
rebuild
know how
around
you.
Maxi. Get rid of Embiid today. Rebuild around Maxi.
Yeah, that's what I say. I say
Maxi's a
start rebuilding
beast.
around Maxi.
Yeah.
Then hold up. It's not even about the past with the Sixers too. Every good player they trade. They had Drew Holiday, let him go.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler, let him go.
Yep.
Um, James Harden, let him go.
Yep. Yeah.
Like they had Bobby Portis, let him go.
Yeah. I forgot. I
They
forgot
just
about Bobby.
letting dudes go. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with the Sixers.
I don't
They
know,
had
man.
TJ McConnell.
McConnell. Yeah, they have McConnell. It's you know what? If I was a Philly fan, obviously I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm a basketball fan in general. Like I follow everybody, and if I was a Philly man, I'd be sick to my stomach, man. You tell me to trust the process. You give me Simmons, you give me Embiid, Okafor, point guard from who's on the Magic right now. What's his name? Um, you know what I'm talking about.
The dude can't shoot.
Yeah, he's on the
I
Magic
know you
right
talking.
now.
About, I know you talking about. Yeah, and
Uh,
then he automatically got a hitch in his shot all of a sudden.
yeah,
I
you
don't
give
know
me
what
all
was.
these people, and you keep saying trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. You get rid of everybody, then you rebuild around me. Tobias Harris comes, he stinks it up. Now he's over in
They Tobias. Listen,
Detroit, looking decent. I don't know what's happening. What happened to him?
I'm calling the Sixers. Listen, I'm from Philly, like I said, bro. But I'm telling the Sixers like the Clippers, the East Coast Clippers, bro.
No, damn, that's a
Every
comparison.
time they get a player, bro, they everything they touch go bad. They the bad news bears over there.
Damn, wow.
They the bad news bears over there, bro. Like I love Philly. I love a good Sixers team, but nah, bro, I can't honor that. I
I
can't
love,
honor that.
I love that one year when y'all had Ben and Embiid, and you guys looked good that year. I think y'all went up against.
Ben
I think
Simmons.
that one year Ben, y'all had Ben that one year in the playoffs. He
Uh-huh.
wasn't scoring. That's not his job, but he was facilitating the offense. I'm like, yo, this guy's all right.
But that's the problem. How you 6'10" and scoring ain't your job? Like
He
how
facilitated the
scoring
whole
not your
offense.
job at
He's
six
like, I'm not gonna shoot, but I'll pass the ball. I'll get some rebounds, but I'm not
ten?
gonna shoot,
Nah,
which
this
was
dude was
weird.
2 feet. This dude was 2 feet away from the basket and passed the ball. I'm
Yep,
cool with Simmons too.
did
But
not
look,
understand it.
I found an interesting stat about the Knicks
Oh
and
boy,
LeBron.
here we go. Let's hear it.
I I found that LeBron James has more playoff points than the New York Knicks organization. Like they got more. He got more playoff points than the New York Knicks do playoff points. How y'all letting that happen? Y'all supposed to be a prestigious team.
Listen,
Y'all
we
supposed to
was in
be.
a drought for a long time, yo. Don't get me started. They from the Starberry era all the way up until Isaiah Thomas came in. Um, um, we had what was that other coach we had? We had a bunch of bums come in. We sucked for a while. Even when we had Melo, we still wasn't that good. I'm not even a big fan of Melo personally. I think Melo was completely selfish on that team.
Yo, why
I,
don't the Knicks fuck with? Why don't the Knicks fuck with Carmelo? Like
he
I
was
don't know why.
selfish. He was selfish. Melo
I
was
mean, who
completely
else he had?
selfish.
He had
Uh,
a injured Amari. He had an injured Amari.
He
Who
couldn't
else?
play with Amari. Even when Amari was healthy, that one year Amari was healthy, he couldn't play with him. He couldn't play with Amari. When it was Lynn Sanity, he shunned him out. He was like, "Get out of here."
I mean,
Um,
Lynn Sandy did it to himself though. Lynn Sandy he had his moment. He wasn't nobody to build with, bro.
no, he wasn't. But when Melo came back, he shut him down so quick. The Garden was alive with Lynn Sanity, and Melo came back. He's like, "All right, take a back seat. I'm back," and that was it. Killed off that whole energy. My guy Steve Novak. I used to love Novak.
Novak
And
was not
I
like him.
love Novak was wet from deep all the time. Melo used to shut him down all the time, man. I'm like, yo, why are you playing this guy like this? I didn't. Melo was selfish, man. He's a very selfish player. I love Nuggets Melo. I love Nuggets Melo all day. Knicks Melo hated him. Completely hated that guy.
No, bro. I like them for the Knicks. In fact, I think his jersey should be retired for the Knicks.
I don't know, man. It's not
I,
gonna be retired for the Nuggets because that's Jokic all
yeah,
day.
that's what I'm saying. So he got to get a jersey retired. I think Carmelo. Y'all in the chat, let me know if y'all think Melo should get his jersey retired. I think he should get his jersey retired.
But what did he do for the Knicks? He didn't do anything to get his jersey
He
retired.
did the exact same thing he did for the Nuggets. If you look at the stats, they both comparable. He averaged average all through all 3 years, or the years he was with the Nuggets and the Knicks. It was roughly around 25 points. And the only
Mhm.
reason why he had bad years with the Knicks, them off years on the points, was because of injuries. He had some injuries. That was it. So
I need to
he
do some
deserved
I
to
need to
get
do some research on that.
yeah, because if he deserved to get it to get his jersey retired with the Nuggets, he deserved the same thing with the Knicks. And he
Nah,
ain't going with the Nuggets. He ain't
nah,
gonna
that's
get
Jokic. That's Jokic all day. He's not getting
yeah,
that.
that's a bad situation for Melo.
Yeah, it's too far
Um
for that.
yeah, y'all known to kill some rosters too. Y'all had some good guys. Out back from Allen Houston, Marbury, Mal Crawford, Eddie
Love
Curry,
Crawford. Eddie
uh,
Curry. You said Eddie Curry?
Eddie Curry. Hell yeah,
Fat boy Eddie Curry?
you ain't
Man.
like Eddie Curry?
Eddie Curry was, man, he was a fat boy, man. He wasn't he was all right. Eddie Curry was he got a ring, actually. He got a ring with who did he get a ring with? Was it San Antonio? Sitting on the bench? No, it was Miami, right? I think he got
Uh,
a ring with Miami, if I'm not mistaken. He got a ring with somebody. But we had that one year, if you remember, it was a one-time roster. It was like Jason Kidd, Kenyon Martin, Rasheed Wallace. We had all the old guys with us. Mello, Billups, and somebody else, some other people.
yeah, I had my
We
man Chris Copeland too. Y'all had my man Chris Copeland.
we
Shout out
had
Chris.
Copeland. We had Copeland.
My
Yep, I remember Copeland.
with him. So all y'all in this chat right now, man, go check out my channel, man. Sports Society.
I,
But go
I liked Copeland. He was all right. But we had that one year. We had that old squad, the AARP squad, and we had to like. It's like a now or never type thing. It's like no running this back, anything. I
nah.
remember we got to the second round, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody was hurt. Kid
Mm,
out, Wallace out. We had Kurt Thomas. Kurt Thomas was automatic out.
right, right.
So that was the one year that Melo was on
Um,
that
oh,
squad, and we had a chance, and it was just nothing, man.
did you watch the game tonight? The Cleveland and Miami game.
I was in and out, man. It was boring. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched some of it.
I mean, it was a
That's
blowout. It was 87 to 124.
Yeah, I was in and out. It was on. I might be doing something, but it was nothing. There was nothing to watch there. That's the truth.
Evan Mobley received the Defensive Player of the Year. You think he deserved it? He averaged
Well,
18.9 rebounds this year and one block.
he averaged one block.
One block.
Who who was it? There was who was in the talks? Draymond Green was in the talks for Defensive Player of the
Draymond
Year.
Draymond Green was third. He was
He
third
was
on the list.
third. Who was
Yep.
second?
Uh, shit, who was second in the votings? So you gonna have me do research with one hand, bro? I'm over here holding this phone.
Let me think. Did he deserve it?
I think he deserved it.
Yeah, he deserved it. How much of that is also based on we're also going to give it to you because your team is number one, even though they're not going to say that.
I mean, all right, look. So Jordan, right? Jordan got it one,
Yep.
or what his first one he got was he had 100 blocks. Was it 100 blocks? Or was it over 100 blocks? No, he had something like that. He had a bunch of blocks and a bunch of goddamn steals or something like that, right? So when I think of the Defensive Player of the Year, I think you got to fill that category up.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
fill the block. So let's see. Um, shit, most blocks. Let's see. Sorry, you got either steals up, most blocks.
Everything. Because you got to, yeah, everything.
Season leaders. Let's see. Oh, Giannis.
Oh,
Giannis was in
Giannis
there.
was two. Okay.
Yeah, Giannis was up there too.
Yeah, I mean it's not a robbery or anything like that. Yeah, I think Evan Mobley, he did his thing this year. He could get it. Um, it definitely, in my opinion, it wasn't like a runaway victory.
I mean, as far as per game, he not even in none of them stats. Like he not blocks per game. He not in there. Like you got Chet Holmgren,
Mm.
Edie, House Turner, Jalen Duran, LeBron James blocks per game. All these
Miles Turner
guys.
was up there.
Who was up there?
I said Miles Turner was up there.
Miles Turner had averaged 2 blocks a game.
Oh wow, nice.
He averaged 2 blocks a game. Who else? Steals he not even in there. OG, your boy OG out of Manobi, whatever, however you say his name. He,
Ananobi.
Anobi, whatever his name is, he averaged 3 steals per game. I don't even see Evan Mobley up here. Oh, this is my fault. This playoff leaders. My
Oh, okay,
bad.
okay. I'm about to say
Yeah,
how do you get the award and he not up? He got to
yeah.
be
And
up there.
I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, how the hell he get these awards and how
Yeah,
Bron?
that makes
Hold
that
on,
makes sense.
yeah, I'm about to see right now because we got to see how much this dude average. Cause I mean I know he was balling, but it's hard to really track defense.
It's tough. It's tough. The word going around was Draymond for most of the season, for half of the season.
Yeah,
I
that's not a good look for the. That's not a good look for the league though. When you
for
got like,
Draymond to get it.
I mean, Draymond like what? Draymond like in his 14th year.
Yeah, he old. Draymond. Nah, let me take that back. Curry's older than him, right?
Curry, yeah, Curry's older than him. Curry,
Draymond.
Curry,
Dray,
Curry, old, Curry like 37,
yeah,
30.
Curry's like 37. Draymond like what, 35, 36, something like that. They're right next to each other.
Yeah,
Draymond, he got himself in a good situation because I don't think he'd fit on any other team at this point.
he didn't fit. Listen, he one of them guys, right? Like I always looked at Draymond like this. Draymond is one of those guys, um, like Tony Parker. Like I don't think Tony Parker would have been good outside of Popovich's system. I don't think Draymond would have been good out of this system. Draymond needs a Steph Curry by his side, and every team don't have a Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Draymond need a Klay Thompson, a Kevin Durant. Without him, you wouldn't even think about him being a Hall of Famer. You wouldn't think about it. Like Draymond is border. Draymond, he might not be first ballot, but he a Hall of Famer. They gonna give him Hall of Fame.
they're gonna give it to him based on the team he's on.
That's what I'm saying. Like his skill set, his skill set was like that's one person who got lucky. He got
Yeah,
lucky.
he landed in
He
the right place.
he landed in the right place for
Landed in the
sure.
right place.
He traded anywhere else. He not. He
He
just
would have
gonna be a
flopped.
dude with a bunch of noise. 100%.
Yep, he would have flopped. He landed in the right place. He's gonna make the Hall of Fame. He got his rings. He's gonna go down on the as one of the Warrior greats or whatever. Always gonna be talked about because he got
Your,
right place, right time.
your boy,
He bet.
your
Yeah,
boy Peyton Pritchard, he got six man of the year. Did he deserve it?
yo. As much as I don't like the Celtics, I'm gonna say yes.
He dropped 40 a couple months back or a month ago. He dropped 40
Yep,
off the him and the dude Derek White.
he got a shot on him too, man. I like Peyton Pritchard. He's good.
Peyton Pritchard tough. He averaged 14 points this year. He averaged 14 points, three rebounds, something like that. Five or
Yep.
four. That's solid numbers. And not to mention, he did that with superstars on his team.
Yeah.
You talking
Zingits, Tatum, Brown. Come on now. And he's still
and
out there doing his thing.
Holiday.
And
And Drew.
Holiday. Excuse me. I don't know how I forgot about Drew. And Drew.
Let me ask you this: is Drew Holiday a Hall of Famer?
That's tough, man. He got a ring with the Bucks. He got a ring with the Celtics.
Gold.
Um,
Don't forget the gold medal.
got the gold medal. How big of a piece was he with those teams, with those championships teams in the championship run?
I don't think they win without him.
Mm.
I don't
Because he
think the
didn't.
Bucks
He
don't win the championship without him.
he's one of those players. He's not going to get MVP for the team. He's not going to be spoken about the most, but he does a lot of the little things that you can't do without him. Hall of Famer. Listen, I'll be honest with you, man. They let a lot of people in the Hall of Fame. At some point, they got to make it harder to get into the Hall of Fame. Everybody's getting in.
Yeah, that's a fact.
At some
That's
point, they gotta have some they gotta have some more rules. Like yo, they gotta make up some type of restrictions because too many people are getting in.
I mean, look, he been an All Star twice, NBA. He been an NBA champion twice, All Defensive Team. First team he been on it 2003 times. Second team been on it three times. I mean, and then obviously he got two Olympic gold medals.
So who's more debatable Hall of Famer, him or Draymond Green?
Draymond, Draymond, Draymond gets you all the singles. He gets you 5, 5, and 5. I'm not
Mhm.
jacking. I'm not jacking that. I'm not. Listen, I like Draymond. I think every team needs a guy like him.
He's a
You know,
dog.
Draymond and Steve Adams, all those guys, but
Some
they not
dogs, yeah.
they not Hall of Famers, bro. They're not Hall of Famers. If I got a debate, I just had a debate if Derrick Rose is a Hall of Famer. If Derrick Rose is being debated a Hall of Famer,
Uh,
Draymond.
yeah. Derek is the biggest what if, man. He's the biggest what if.
Mm, you
Is
think
he gonna go? Is he gonna go to the Hall of Fame?
it is he? Derrick,
He's a very lovable, likable guy,
right?
but youngest MVP.
Uh huh.
He I'll be honest with you. He shouldn't go to the Hall of Fame.
Why
He
not?
shouldn't go to what? Look at it. Look at his accolades compared to Draymond Green. And this is only because he's been hurt so much. He's missed a lot of games. It's only
Yeah,
because he's missed a lot of games. I'm not even joking. If he would have played another 3 years and played those games, shoo
right,
in. But his him being injured, I think it should disqualify him from getting the Hall of Fame. And it's messed up, but
right.
yeah, that should disqualify him. It is messed up, but yeah, that's what it is. It is what it is.
I'm gonna be a little biased. I'm a little biased. I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm
Yeah.
a little. I want to say Derrick Rose should be in it, but I ain't going front, man. I think he's gonna be the first MVP to not make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, right? Like, I mean, you got the Anthony Hardaways, who was great. You got the I'm not Penny Hardaway. I mean, Brandon Roy's, who was great.
Yep.
But I just don't. Nah, I can't.
Injury, man.
You know what? Maybe not. Obviously, not first ballot. Derrick Rose not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Like backtracking.
I'm a
I don't listen. It's a soft subject because there's nobody that just doesn't like Derrick Rose. I have
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
everybody
we all,
respects and likes
but see,
Derrick
here's the
Rose.
thing though. Here's the thing. Here's the difference when you say like he the biggest with it, right? Here's the difference. He actually proved it. Like Penny Hardaway was great, but he don't have any strong accolades like an MVP to be like, yo, if it wasn't for this, this would have happened. Who else? Is Brandon Roy.
Yeah,
Brandon great, but he don't have like an accolade that says, yo, if he didn't get injured after this, he would have been on top. He don't have any of those things. And that's why I think and that's why I'm saying like Derrick Rose is like, yo, you can put him second. You can put him. Hold on, I'm about to look it up. I'm about to see it.
I don't know, man. That's tough, man. I don't know. This goes
I
back to us saying. This goes back to us saying earlier. They need to put more rules on who gets in the Hall of Fame. They need to put more restrictions. It needs to be like a tighter club, more security at the entrance, because it's they just throwing everybody in there right now. Like, why have a Hall of Fame if everybody going to be in there?
true.
Mm, you know what I mean? I don't.
What you think the
Yeah.
criteria? What you think the criteria to make the Hall of Fame should be?
All right. So this is gonna sound wild because there's a lot of players that should be in it that don't have one, but you got to have a chip.
Uh huh. Oh, you gotta.
That's number one.
That's going to take out a lot of guys. I
Listen, they should have two separate Hall of Fames. Then split it up.
hell
Hall
no.
Hall of
Go ahead.
Fames for the champions and the non-champions. But you gotta play a certain number of years. You gotta play a certain number, not even a certain number of games.
Right.
You get disqualified if you don't play X amount of games easily. I don't care how good you are. If you don't have longevity, I can't mention you of being a part of the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Um, what else? And I don't know, man. Just you got to be something. You got to have some type of impact for your team, man. There's a whole criteria I got to sit down and think and write out and be like, oh, this was needs to happen for you to make it to the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna throw some names out there, and you tell me. Hold on. I'm look these names up. You tell me. Is these guys? I'm trying to find some names where
Are they already in the Hall of Fame?
they are in the Hall of Fame. They are
Oh,
in the Hall.
sir.
Steve Nash is Steve Nash joined the
Two-time
Hall of
MVP.
Fame in 2018.
Okay.
Now Steve Nash is in the Hall of Fame, so Derrick Rose can't be in the Hall of Fame with Steve Nash in the Hall of Fame.
Steve Nash, two-time MVP. He had more
That's it.
longevity. He had more longevity than Derrick Rose.
Long. I mean,
He played a
all
lot
right.
longer,
So,
played more
so you
games.
going off your criteria of they got to play a certain amount of games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, he basically that Phoenix Suns team with Barbosa and Stoudemire and company, Marion, that was Nash. That team is not a team without Steve Nash. So he
But
held that team together. They
they
didn't
ain't,
do anything. I know they didn't make it to the
all
finals.
they did was make Kobe Bryant cry. That was the highlight of the success.
Never made it to the NBA finals. I know, never made it. But for those whatever how many couple of years that team was together, that was all Nash. If Nash wasn't playing, what were they gonna do?
Derrick,
That was,
my man said Nash made the Suns fun to watch. What did Derrick Rose do? Derrick Rose made it fun. You
shit.
fun with
All
Joe Noah and Carlos Boozer.
right. Okay. All right. He
And
deserves
Steve
the
Nash,
MVP. He deserves the Hall of Fame.
who?
Nash.
If Steve Nash in there, I gotta put Derrick Rose in there. Then Bulls were.
Uh,
So was
you
the
can't. I don't know.
Suns.
You can't really put them
Hold
together.
on.
I mean,
Bulls was a franchise already. So was the Suns. The Suns. You act like Suns never had Charles Barkley.
yeah, they have Barkley. He's in the Hall of Fame. He deserves it.
Charles Barkley in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm trying to find some names. I'm trying to find some names we can really compare. We compare Derrick Rose to. Who can we really compare him to?
Let me see.
Why they don't give me a list of all the Hall of Famers? That's what I want. I want to see all. I want
You can
Paul
probably
Gasol.
find it. You can't compare them.
No, not at all. Paul Gasol won a championship. I'm not even comparing. I'm just throwing his name out there
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
right now. I want to see a full list of these dudes, bro. That's all I want to say. I'm gonna look it up. Let's talk about another part of the game tonight. Hold up.
Let's see.
What was the next? What was the next game tonight? The Clippers and the Nuggets.
That's the series, man. That's my favorite series.
That's my favorite series too, bro. I love.
You saw the ending, right?
Yeah, I saw the ending. That was crazy. Gordon was crazy. Gordon was out for blood with that dunk.
Yep. He was out because of what happened earlier with Harden. He dunked it on Harden.
Yeah, he
That was
did.
payback. That was
That
payback.
and Harden stole him too. They talking about it wasn't an open fist. They cat.
Harden know what he did.
Harden punched that man.
Yep. Harden know what he did.
He definitely did.
I'm just
But
happy they didn't get any ejections because that would have took all the fun out of the game. So I'm like, all right.
they knew what they was doing though. You can't eject. You can't eject Harden
Nah.
like
Harden, Gordon, you can't do that. You're gonna ruin the whole game.
ruin the whole game. But they had a good night. Aaron Gordon had 14 points, 6 rebounds. Michael Porter Jr. He always teetering between 17 and 23. If y'all ever gamble and do parlays, yeah, definitely Zoo. I think
Zoo stayed for his life. Yeah.
Zubac definitely should win most improved player. He definitely
He
saved.
gets that.
He
He gets
definitely
that.
got
He gets that.
uh who else? No, Jokic is an animal with it, bro. He had 21 rebounds, 8 assists, and 36 points.
He's nasty, man.
Yo, Jokic is an animal with it, bro.
So is Jokic the MVP? They don't
Nah,
get. Come on, man. Come on, man. They got no choice.
nah. You think?
It's either him or Shy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Shea all day, but I'm not.
You got to give it to Jokic.
Yeah. Well, why you say that? Why you say that? Let me hear you. Let me hear you out.
All right. Average a triple double. This is the top of my head. Average a triple double. Um, he, I mean, Shy does it too, but he runs his team. That's his team.
Right.
Honestly, just because he already won it twice is the only reason why they might be teetering on giving it to him. If you
Because
look up the numbers between Shy and Jokic, Jokic had a better season. Not saying Shy had a bad season, but the league doesn't like giving out the MVP to the same person that many times. You know what I mean? So they might just give it to Shy. I mean, when LeBron was hot in his
right.
heyday, they could have gave it to LeBron every year for like 8 years straight, honestly.
That's true.
But they're like, no, we can't do that. We can't keep doing that. So they had to switch it up. I think Jokic deserves it, but I think the league might jerk him and give it to Shy because like, yo, you already had it.
So here's the thing. I always got to go back to the origin of what the award. It is most valuable player, most valuable player to the team. Granted, yes, Joker is the most valuable player for the Nuggets. But the thing we talking about, and once it gets sticky like that, like where it's like the guys are doing great, it got to go back to the team wins, where they are at the team. And SGA has carried his team the whole time. Like they're in the number one spot. They just breeze through the first round. Um, average, he leads them. I mean, they ain't a triple double, but he leads them in points. He leads them in assists. He like second on his team in rebounds. Oh shit, man, my man phone died, y'all. Dang, my man phone died. He about to jump back on. What y'all got? What you got for me, Christian, bro? What you think? Is Jokic? Should Jokic get MVP? What you got for me, bro? What you got, bro? I'm gonna compare SGA. Let me see. Uh, all good, bro. No, this is a good joint. This is we gotta keep doing these lives, bro. I'm gonna jump on your TikTok. We gotta keep doing these joints. Oh shit, there it is. What we got? Yeah, you gotta go with Shea. I think you gotta go with Shea just on the strength that He just carried his team the most consistent. I'm a big consistency guy. That's why I fuck with Brian. Like Brian, he been doing what he been doing for 22 years. He ain't have to sit on the bench, sit behind somebody, develop and all that. He just jumped right out there. He just jumped out there from high school, carried grown men. 3 years in the league. For 4 years in the league, um, he was in the finals. So it's like guys like Shea, and I'm not really a big OKC fan to be honest with you. I don't think they're gonna make it to the finals because they got to depend on Shea so much. But he's definitely the most valuable player. But it's hard though because you looking at it, you looking at it from you want a young guy to get it, but the reality of it is that Jokic is he balling out of his mind right now. He averaged a triple double from the center position. Like even just watching him tonight, right? I'm personally, I my personal take on it is Zubac is I thought he would cause more fits for Jokic. Like the first game, Jokic was shooting a lot of contested jump shots, a lot of contested layups because Zubac is just a stronger player. But over the course of these last two games, Joker just adjusted. Like one of these plays, he came off a pin down with an inside foot and just shot a three. Like he hit how many threes did Joker hit tonight? Look, he was 50% from the 3-point line. At the last he missed the last shot of the game, but think where he was doing. He was all the way outside the 3-point line with that. Like he had the ball in his hand like he was a point guard. So just to see what he's doing with the basketball from his position and the impact he got on the team and the game, like no one can stop him. He ain't even jumping, he ain't dunking on nobody. He not out athleticizing them. He's not doing any of these things. It's hard not to give him the MVP this year. It's hard not to give him the MVP this year, but you gotta respect what the OKC doing. They definitely wouldn't be doing it without without Shea. They definitely wouldn't be in number one spot. But it's a tough one though, man. I mean, like I said most valuable player. Once it gets sticky like this, where you got two guys who's doing well, um, you got to go to the team wins. You got to go to the team wins, and who team is winning the most. Unless it's just like a blowout in stats, like that year Russell Westbrook averaged a triple double when he had 31 points and whatever else he averaged 11 and 10 or some shit. But tonight was a good game for them. Tonight was a good game. I like the Clippers in this series. To be honest with y'all, I think the Clippers can take this one. I like the way Harden is playing. I've always said this. Like once he got out of the Rockets and that James Harden Rockets era where he was pounding the air out of the ball, and it was fun. It was entertaining to watch. I was rooting for him every night. But he only played in front of the defense. Everybody knew he was going to go score. Now he's getting in the paint. He's making good decisions. I think he's playing a great role right here. I always said if James Harden if he focused on averaging like 24 points, 9 assists, or some shit like that, he'd be an elite player. And I mean, that's what he did tonight. Tonight he had 19 points. Shit, where I'm at. That's Zubac, my bad. James Harden had 15 points and 11 assists. I think that's a good night for James Harden. Kawhi Leonard, man, he one of the only guys who can get injured for years. Like he's been injured for years, and no matter what, he always come back looking good. Well, I had my man coming back on right now. We about to get back. Hold on, oh man, yo,
Yeah, my bad.
you straight, you straight.
I wasn't even paying attention to my phone.
Yo, we vibing, we
Yeah.
vibing. I'm up here talking about the Clippers, right? I was just talking about how James Harden, he was I always say this about James Harden. If he if he did if he just got into the gaps, made everybody around him better, he'd be a better player. And
Yeah.
that's what he's showing right now, right? Tonight he had 15 and 11. He making all those guys better. Like even when when Kawhi Leonard was hurt this year, he was carrying. James
He,
Harden was carrying.
he was playing like Rockets James Harden. He was playing like the old James.
Oh, bro, I was just saying that. I don't want James Harden to play like Rockets James Harden because here's my thing. When he played like that, he was always in front of the defense. It's entertaining for us as fans, but
Yeah.
he's always in front of the defense, so the whole defense sees him. So
Right.
I really don't want him. I really don't want him playing James Harden. I want him doing exactly what he's doing, getting to the gaps, kicking out for guys like Norman Powell. Norman Powell had 22 points. Norman Powell been playing. Honestly, I mean, shit. Zubac and Norman Powell, for real, they had tied for the most improved players. They had tied for the most improved players this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just,
I would still give it to Zoo over Norman. And no offense to Norman.
of course not.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zubac was balling tonight though. He had 19, 12, and 6.
That's
He was acting
nasty.
he was acting like an animal too tonight.
Some nasty numbers.
No,
Yeah,
fat.
it's been a cold series. It's been a great series. I who you got coming out that series?
I got the Clippers, bro.
I got the Nuggets. I put the Nuggets on my podcast. I said the Nuggets. I got the Nuggets in 6.
Wait, shout your podcast out so people know. Well, I'm sure we got 2 people in right now, but shit, two,
Two's
two,
more than 0, right?
yeah, exactly. Two
I,
new subscribers is all good.
it's just
This shit occurred.
at Jay Cuedjoe on TikTok. All things sports.
There we go.
I need to get the YouTube going back up. But for now, I'll just go on. I'll go on to TikTok. I'll make some videos. I'll talk about it on there. We could do a next live on there next time.
You make some great videos on there too, man. You be really into it. You be really
Nah,
into it.
thanks, man. Every time the Knicks lose, they piss me off. I just go off, man.
Yeah, they going they got this. I think they got. You know what? The only reason why I say the Knicks got this series because I think at some point the lights is going to be too big for the Pistons. The
They're
lights is going.
green. Pistons are green as hell.
That's what I'm saying. They
Yep.
is going. I think they're going to be happy to just happy to be there. Like
Mhm.
nobody expects to get to the playoffs. They ain't been there in a while. I mean, this is a win for them. Like so, this is good for their resume. So when
Yeah.
they go to players, they can say, "Hey, look, we got this far, but we just need you. We need you to."
Ah.
Like a lot of these guys, like the Grizzlies,
Yep.
Grizzlies, Heat, uh, the Pistons, just making it to the playoffs is a win for them. Just making it to the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Um. All of them. You're right. It is a definite win. The Pistons are happy they got a win in game 2. They play tomorrow. Actually, excuse me, back in Detroit.
right.
If the Knicks win tomorrow, it's pretty much a wrap. Um, but again, I don't necessarily like the way. Everybody who doesn't know, I don't like Tibbs. Tibbs is not my favorite coach. I think they need to get rid of Tibbs. In a best
Why,
case scenario,
like, why you don't like
huh?
Tibbs? Why you don't
I
like
don't like
Tibbs?
Tibbs.
Yeah, why don't you?
He can't do rotations. He sucks at rotations. He sucks at running plays. We got Jalen Brunson and Towns playing together, but they don't play together. There's no plays run for them together.
Mm.
He doesn't utilize his bench. There's so many reasons over the past couple of years. I'm like, we got to get rid of this guy. So if we lost to the Pistons, I wouldn't be completely sad because I'd be like, Tibbs is gonna go out and we could get Mike Malone.
But here's the thing. I still, and that's one of the reasons why I don't think y'all gonna make it far in the playoffs. The reason why
Yeah.
I say because y'all, first off, they was just complaining 2 months ago about playing time. They were saying they was playing too much.
Yep.
Like, who out there? Bridges said that.
Bridges. Yeah.
It ain't gonna get no better in the playoffs. You think it's gonna get better in the playoffs? Like it's gonna get worse. So the guys are already complaining about it. They're not gonna want to play when it gets hard. Pause. They're
that,
not going.
that, that was a low key cry for help to be like, yo, use your bench,
They
play your bench.
got no bench though.
The bench is
McBride.
Payne, McBride,
I hate Payne.
Achua.
Payne. His shot looked like that. Payne. I hate his shot. Um,
You said his shot
I
looked like
hate.
Payne. Yeah,
No. I don't like his game.
yeah.
Who else?
I'm not.
Who else? You look?
Listen, I'm not in love with Payne.
McBride. Matter of fact, look, I go to the Knicks right now. Like the Knicks. the Knicks last game, they whole starting five had all the points. Everybody else on the bench had like no more than 6 points.
He don't play
No
the
more,
bench. He doesn't play
bro. Y'all
in
don't.
game one. Our bench stepped up. He played the bench, and we won. Game
Heck
two,
no,
he
bro.
didn't touch the bench.
Nah,
And last year,
y'all. I don't blame him. Y'all.
he outplayed the starters, and everybody got hurt. Brunson was down. Hart was down against the Pacers, and I'm afraid this year he gonna outplay everybody. Outplay everybody again. Play them to the ground.
Y'all play tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about you. The Knicks. I think y'all out of here the second round though.
I mean it's gonna be Celtics.
Yeah, y'all not gonna get past the Celtics. Y'all gonna be burnt out. Y'all gonna be too tired.
Yeah.
I think this Detroit Pistons series gonna go about 6 games for y'all too.
Ooh, you think six?
Yeah, I think
Let's cap it at five, please.
five.
Let's win tomorrow and let's win in New York on Wednesday and call it a day.
So y'all gonna have yeah, the Celtics next. Yeah,
Yep.
y'all not getting past those dudes.
We're not getting past them, and the Knicks this year are Eastern Conference Finals a bust.
Yeah.
So
Say
it's
it
going to
again.
be a bust. Knicks are going to be Eastern Conference Finals or bust. If we don't make it that far, it's a bust. It's a waste of a season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Um,
making all these moves for what? To get out the second round again? That's trash.
yeah. See, the thing is, y'all once I start hearing y'all complain, I ain't had no faith in y'all. Once
Hmm.
like Bridges, Miles Bridges was complaining, but it's like, bro, it's like, listen, bro, when you was over in Phoenix, when you was over in Brooklyn, you was producing numbers at 28 minutes, 29 minutes a game. That's what you're doing right here with the Knicks. He's never shown that he was able to score without it. Like he need minutes. I don't know why he trying to flip pretend like he a superstar now.
Oh no,
Once
he looked good in Brooklyn because
got
Brooklyn was trash.
say it again.
He looked good in Brooklyn because Brooklyn was trash. He was putting up numbers. They wasn't
Right.
doing nothing that year. Those years they had him. Um, I listen. If you want to get deep in it, I think we gave up too much for Bridges. 5 picks for Bridges is ludicrous, as wild. I
Uh-huh.
don't think he was worth all those picks. And then I'm on the other side of Towns. I personally didn't want Towns. I did not
Why?
want Towns.
Why? He a good fit for y'all.
Huh?
I think he a better fit than Julius Randle.
So in different ways,
Go ahead.
Randall was a dog. Randall was some toughness. Towns ain't a dog. He's a cat. He's a
Okay.
cat. He's whatever. DiVincenzo was a dog. You know what I
DiVincenzo's
mean? Uh, that's not Towns. Towns isn't a dog. Towns, I think game two, he didn't score in the fourth quarter. He didn't. I think he scored like 2 points in the second half. He wasn't playing. You can't be a star and then not take any shots in the fourth quarter of the game. That'd make no sense.
right,
Hence why he
right.
came out game three. He decided to play. Now, what are you going to give me game four? You going to disappear again? What?
Mm-hmm.
Be consistent, man. It's the playoffs. Why do you think the Timberwolves gave him up so easily? They didn't think twice about it. Like, we know what this guy could do.
No. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you my take on that.
Yeah.
And I like Julius Randle. But here's the issue with Julius Randle with the Knicks. And as well as the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
Julius Randle is a rhythm guy, right? He's a rhythm guy. So what that means is that when he catch the ball, he got to jab step, tween, pump. He got to do too much to get his rhythm going.
Yeah.
And the Knicks, they already got somebody pounding the ball with Brunson, but everybody else is kicking the ball, drive. OG, the dude, OG Anamano, however you say his name, bro.
Yeah.
Um, he just going downhill. He catching that thing going downhill. Same thing with Mikal Bridges. Carl Anthony Towns will catch a shoot. He might go to the basket here and there. Josh Hart, he gonna do his thing on the rebounds, hustle guy. Julius Randle stopped the flow of that offense. That's the same
Mm.
thing. Like even with Julius Randle with the Timberwolves, right? The other night he had 27. Not last night, but the other night he had 27. I looked at it, and I almost want Julius Randle to get 27 because if Julius Randle getting 27, that means that slows up Anthony Edwards getting the basketball because Julius Randle needs to do a lot to get that 27. He
Yeah,
got to do a lot 27, and he's not
that'll work.
a winner. Like to me, he's not a winner. Like he's not going. He plowing in them dudes when he goes to the basket. He
He's a
almost fouled
big
out of
man.
the for last because
Yeah,
because of charges.
yeah,
Like and he smacked Brown in the face. So at the end of the day, nah,
yeah.
I like Karl Anthony Towns for them. He had 31 the other night. It looked like he played alongside Brunson. Brunson had 30. He had 31. That wouldn't have happened with Julius Randle. Everybody else on y'all team. Mikal Bridges had a dub. OG had 22. The next highest score was Josh Hart with 6. Everybody else, the
Josh,
bench,
yeah, Josh
the
Hart
bench.
ain't meant to score with
Robinson
us.
had deuce. Cameron Payne 4.
That's a boy.
Miles McBride. 3. That was it. They only played 8 guys. Y'all gonna burn out after this series, and then y'all up 2-1. Y'all losing tomorrow.
Damn, you sure?
Yeah, y'all lose. Where y'all at
I don't
home
know.
tomorrow?
Now we in Detroit. We in Detroit.
Oh, y'all losing tomorrow.
I
Y'all
don't know, man.
losing.
We got momentum right now. We got momentum.
Y'all, what you mean? It's 2-1.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
the way we won the
y'all ain't
last game,
bro. Like y'all really what it was, what it was. Like,
the
y'all
way
winning
the
two.
way we won the last game, I do agree with you though about the burnout because Tibbs is gonna burn him into the ground.
Y'all won last game by 2 points.
It was a rough game, man. Listen, it was a rough game. We should have won by more, but it's a typical Knicks for you. Blow the lead, make it close, make it interesting.
Facts. They gonna do it every time.
Every
They gonna,
time, up by 20, down by 1, win again by 1. Like, come on, man. Every time.
that's a fact, man. But
Yeah,
shit,
man.
I'm gonna let
This
you
shit.
go, man. We gonna chop it up, man. You said you back on you free again on Tuesday?
Yeah, let's try Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. I need to look, but one of those days around maybe like we go a little earlier. I don't know. Well, after
All
the games, obviously.
right, that's a bet. We're gonna figure it out. We figure it out via text. But make sure probably my man Christian's still in here. So yo, Chris, make sure you check out my latest episode with not episode interview with Samaki Walker. Samaki Walker talk about how Kobe Bryant smacked him and
I
then
saw
Kobe
that.
Bryant
That was
caught him
good.
crying. You see that? You see that clip?
Yeah, I saw the clip. That was good.
uh, I got a part two. And it's 2-part interview. Right now, part one is out. The second part of the interview is me and Samaki debating. He talk about how he got caught with weed and ate the weed and all that shit. It's talking crazy. But the first one, he talks about his time with the Spurs, the Dallas Mavericks, where shit, Tony Braxton, I guess, split them. Tony Braxton caused the bad chemistry in the Dallas Mavericks locker room between Jason Kidd and Jimmy Jackson. It's a good
Yeah,
interview, bro. It's one of my
yeah,
best.
man. Let me know when that's out.
It's out. It's out.
Oh, it's
That's what
out. My bad.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you. People in this motherfucker. Check it out. We just got featured. That episode just got featured on Hoop Hype. So it's a good jump.
Okay. All right, on YouTube. All right. I'll check
Yeah,
it.
you check me out, dog.
Let me check it, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. We gonna tap in. I figure out the next time you're free and we go from there.
Word, this was good. Let's do it again, all right?
All right, my God, man.
All right.
Whoever, all the guys in the chat right now, man. Appreciate y'all chiming in. Let's continue to think elite and together. Welcome to Score Society.
Later, man.
My man. Appreciate you, bro.
For sure.